Greetings, citizens of Tetris. It is your old pal Van Dweller back with more classic Tetris Monthly DAS Masters for January 2026. We've got two matches for you today. One is going to be in DAS Masters. The other one is going to be in Masters. So let's take a look at what they're gonna be. And yeah, I think they're both in the top 8. So this one for DAS, that's going to be the first one. It's going to be Leo versus Elias. Very excited for this one. This is going to be, I was going to say like low-key a banger, but this is kind of a high-key matchup. Leo versus Elias, two top-ranked DAS players. Really looking forward to this one. One of them will move on to the semifinals to face Pixel Andy. And some very interesting possibilities there. So now, of course, that Pixel Andy match is not going to happen today. Semifinals will happen at some point later. But yeah, very excited for this one. And then the next one, yeah, it's another blue. It's the same location. Like blink and you'll miss it. Ready? Look, we're just fading one to the other. You didn't even notice. You didn't even know. Look at, it's in the same spot. So it's that blue bracket. Everybody's slow in the blue bracket. But it's going to be Sidnev versus Pixel Andy in the top 8 of the Masters event. The winner goes to the semifinals to face number 1 seed Cobra. And yeah, this is another high-key banger. Sidnev versus Pixel Andy, 4 and 5. Very close matchup in the seeding, very close matchup between two of the top players in NES Tetris. And you know, honestly, this could be a final like any month, assuming they both played. But it could be a final. So this is a very high key matchup. Okay, so that is what we got. But first, it's going to be that Leo versus Elias. Let's take a look real quick at our DAS rules. Not going to read the whole thing, but just to remind the players that this is going to be a best of 5, so the first player to 3 wins is the winner of the match. Level 18 starts all the way through. Same piece sets, re-rolled. Players, make sure your hertz and input displays in the Tetris Gym competition hack are turned on. Do not pause unless the commentator tells you to, particularly if you do experience tech issues like with OBS or internet or computer or camera or capture. Just keep playing. I will sort it out. Sometimes it'll count, sometimes it'll won't. You won't know until I tell you. But it's all based on factors. So anyway, and remember to heed the spirit of DAS. This is a DAS tournament. So please do play the press and hold play style. That is DAS. This is not slow tap all the way through tournament. This is definitely not, oh, well, I can roll or hyper tap the piece to the 5th column in an emergency. No, this is a DAS tournament. Taps in the middle of the board. We don't police too much. And then you can add a quick tap at the end of a DAS movement. And that is the spirit of DAS. Okay, good. Prizes. Yeah, there's a prize pool. We are right now at $500. We're looking to get to $1,000 so we can pay our top 8, reach that incentive like we do nearly every single month. So paying the top 8, big deal, keeps the players coming back, makes it worth it for them to continue putting in the practice, and lures them back. Right, we want to keep them ensnared in the DAS world. And these prize pools are also what the players use as their seed money to go out to live events. So if you're a live event fan, how do players get there? Unless they're like, I don't know, crypto billionaires like Bendy, they are going to rely on their prize pool winnings from these monthly tournaments to get out to live events. So please do consider contributing to the prize pool. Use that Matcherino command while you're watching live on Twitch or on YouTube. That'll bring up some links. One says DAS, that's the one for this tournament. Click on that. It'll take you to the landing page for with our prize pool partner Matcherino. Top right hand corner is where you'll find a button that says log in. Click on that to log in, and you can log in with your existing Twitch or YouTube or Discord account. And once you're in, look on the right side of the screen. It says contribute. Any amount is good. $1, $2, $5, $25, $100, $500, whatever you got kicking around. You know, we're not gonna say what you can and can't contribute, but contribute as much as you can. Give till it hurts, right? That is what they say. And if you are watching the VOD after the fact, go to the description of the YouTube thinger, and the link will be there. Okay, good. That's how to support the players. If you want to support the channel, that's something you can do. One good way to do that is go to patreon.com/monthlytetris. Make it ongoing pledge to support, keep the channel going, just like Scott Gray, Jane the Window, K9, Tacky Madelsberger, Nate, Mr. Brain, Corporal Shelby, Junior, Troydan, Kim, Eb, Cat Javati, Jason, Hilbert, Blake, Edward P.O., Fancy Meme, Lori, all the stars are here. All these people are supporting us. Well, most of them are. I gotta knock a few of these people off, but most of these people are, and they all definitely have in the past. So, but thank you so much for your support. Really appreciate that. There are other ways to support us. If you want to find a way to support us, use that support command. Bring up some links. A couple of those will allow you to make a Patreon-like recurring contribution. PayPal, I think, will do it. Streamlabs will let you do it. And there are some ways to make one-time contributions as well. And if you're on YouTube, you've got super chats, you've got stickers. You can become a member of the channel. Click the join button below the video player. You can gift a channel membership. You can gift multiple channel memberships if you really want to be a mega chat or whatever all that is. Aura farming, if you want to farm aura, that's a great way to farm aura, is gift multiple memberships over on YouTube or on Twitch. You've got bits and subs and gift subs, and yeah, again, multiple subs, another way to farm aura. So you know how many subs do you have to give? 6, 7, whatever you want. I'm just gonna all the stupid memes and Jet Alpha whatever things, I'm just gonna say them all. I'm gonna say them all until Mark leaves. Really, that's what I'm trying to do. But anyway, also, if you're an Amazon Prime member, you get a Twitch Prime, Amazon Prime, Twitch Prime gaming subscription to grant to the streamer of your choice. But it is use it or lose it, so don't lose it. Use it on us. Mark says, Vandy, shut up. Just get to the dang matches. Mark, we want to support the players, so I have to promote the prize pool. We want to keep the channel going, so I have to promote the channel. So you can keep your thoughts on this topic to yourself. It's 10 minutes before every stream, every single time. If you don't like it, leave. Thank you. Anyway, let's go ahead and get our players going. Don't tell me to shut up in my own channel. I mean, for God's sakes, idiot. All right, well, we're here. I'm excited for this match. Going to be Leo versus Elias. This is going to be an exciting one. This is a very, very exciting one. We're going to go ahead and let our players warm up for another minute. I will drop the pieces in the chat. 47D0F5. Those are the pieces, but you can continue to warm up if you want to. We are going to run an ad just to annoy Mark. In after game 2. So players, if you do need to take a little break, you can do it after game 2. That's a good time to do it. Man, the entitlement of some people. Nuts. Uh, 47D0F5. Those are the pieces. Van Duji says, did you see the president of Serbia say 6'7"? Is that true? Like, Ben Squirrely, thanks for the tier 1 sub. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. And also Zara Jordan 15 hours ago. When was that? Oh, must have been during Tyler's stream. I guess it was Hopefuls or Futures. How did that go? Also Squirrel. Oh, maybe that was during mine. I don't know. But anyway, thanks Squirrely and Squirrel. We have 2 squirrels. Yeah, drop it in the Vandy channel. I need to see that. Dougie loves 6-7 more than anybody I know. Like, unironically, loves it. He goes wild. He goes wild. All right, Elias says, good luck and have fun. You just have childlike joy? Oh, well, good. I'm for that. I'm in favor of that. I guess long live the squirrels. Says Pseudo Canard, essentially. I still cannot say the word squirrel in French. Écureuil. Écureuil? Is that how it goes? DAS and open play and players over at premierpool.com. If you're watching live, you can use the PP command. I think it's on YouTube, but if it's not, we'll add it. You can use the PP command if you're watching live on Twitch and YouTube. But anyway, yeah, Leo, seed number 4 defeated Heps in the round of 16 to get here to this round of 8. Leo is a 3-time runner-up in this event, and every time he went out to Pixel Andy, and that is who the winner of this match is going to play. So very, very interesting possibilities. For sure, should Leo get through. But Leo is also the winner of the CT DAS Real Tournament 2 back in 2023. He's also been another top 4 in DAS Masters on top of those 3 finals appearances. Played in Mega Dasters this year and played in their last year. CTWC DAS in 2025 made it into the top 8 and also represented Bulgaria in didn't represent, but played in the Red Bull represented Bulgaria in the Red Bull Tetris event, whatever, potato, whatever you want to call it. But anyway, yeah, so represented Bulgaria in the Energy Drink Tetris tournament. 284 for Leo, 244 for Elias. I meant event. Did I say debacle? On the right side, it is Elias. Elias, seed number 28 from Ecuador, has a 1.3 million and was ranked number 12 in that DAS Premier Poll for January. By the way, the DAS Premier Poll comes out every 3 months. 272 for Elias, 330 for Leo, but it is pretty fresh Premier Poll for DAS. I wish it could come out like every 6 to 7 weeks, but then I would have to vote every 6, more often, and I can barely vote once a month. Crazy. 319 for Elias, 376 for Leo. Elias gets a Tetris. Elias has finished as high as the top 4 in our DAS events, and that was at the best possible time. That was in Mega Dasters in November 2025. He's been in DAS Masters, besides that annual championship, like 8 other times with a bunch of top 8 finishes. So if he can win this one, he'll equal his best performance in our DAS events. Also got into Mega Masters in 2025 for the first time and played in CTM June, right? As a DAS player, which is crazy. That doesn't happen too often. Oh, and you've got to check out Elias's Mega Masters. If you haven't seen it, a lot of you have, but if you haven't seen it, go find it on YouTube. Elias versus Miles the Great in Mega Masters 2025. I don't want to spoil too much. Well, it was very, very, it was a spicy match. It wasn't just like DAS player just, craps out versus roller. It was a pretty intense match. 527 now, 550 for Leo, 120 lines, 508 for Elias. Is that the last time a DAS player made it into regular Masters, the most recent time? That's a good question. I know this month, like, Wallbant was like one spot out. So if somebody withdraws, then Wallbant would make it in, like, for February. But I don't remember before that. Ivan's going to go watch Elias versus Miles Mega Masters. Yeah, go watch that. That is the thing. So, anyway, Ndog says, we're into 19 here. 583 for Leo. Let me just wait till we get to a stable situation here, if we do. And yeah, Leo just waiting. Okay, still open. And no, that is going to be a top out for Leo. So the chase down target for Elias is going to have to, navigate this as well, is 590. So if Elias can get to 590, he's less than a Tetris away. If a long bar comes, then he's golden. He's ahead in the piece sequence here. So a skim and a Tetris for Elias. And that is good in game number 1. Yeah, Super Kai, we don't need to press people on their personal situations or why they do what they do. We'll just be happy that, they want to do it. So, but Ndog has made a challenge. So the challenge from Ndog says the prize pool was 550 when I issued the challenge, but he says if you get it to 800, he'll match the 300. So yeah, if we get it to 800, then another 300. Is that what it is? So yeah, we've got a target here of 800, and then Ndog will make us whole. We'll beat the incentive, the target for the prize pool, if we can do that. So it's an ambitious challenge. Now we've had $50 come into the prize pool since the challenge from Ndog was issued. Let me just refresh over here and see who that was. Yeah, that was Scamando. Thank you, Scamando. Appreciate that $50. Very generous. Thank you so much. Elias says that was an interesting seed. Well, we'll have to go back and take a look at that. We got new pieces here, BBF6, E6, and players, I do want to remind you, we're going to run an ad after game 2, so if you do need to take a break, that's a good time to do that. Looks like both players are ready. Game number 2 in 3-2-1 Tetris. So yeah, the challenge from Ndog basically says if we get to 800, that's another 250 from now, then I guess it'll match the 300 that was in there when he issued the challenge. So that is very generous. Love to support our DAS tournaments. There will not be DAS Masters next month because it's a short month, so we can't run everything. So we're just doing Masters and then a 16-player Stupid Masters. But then we will be running DAS Masters. Plan is to do it in March and April. I think 1 month there's going to be 1 month where we have Masters, DAS Masters, and Tap Masters. So it'll be a weird month. We'll see how it shakes. My intention is to run it April and May. It may just be, March and April. It may just be one of those months. But I do want to run a Tap Masters as well. And a lot of times the audience for Tap Masters is, includes a lot of DAS players. So we'll see how it shakes out. We ran DAS Masters 7 times last year. My goal is to run it 8 times. So I think by the end of the year, we will have, at least matched last year. So don't worry, DAS players. 139 for Elias, 80,000 for Leo. Yeah, I didn't mention Elias's path to the top 8. Had to start all the way in round 1, but he got a cheapie because Chroma had to withdraw. So that Elias got a cheapie there and got basically forfeited into round 2. And then Elias played Rook Out Road, Matt Martin, in round 2, and then defeated Meme in a decider in the top 16, and now sits here in the top 8, 28 seed. This is how DAS qualifiers go. There's a lot more variability, which is why I think that 32 players is probably the most important, like, of all of our tournaments for the DAS tournament. Just to reduce some of the randomness in the qualifying process. It's just inherent in DAS. Is Mega Masters March or April this year? It's 99% certain it's going to be in May, because in May we get, it's a 31-day month, and we have 5 full weekends. 5 weekends include a Saturday and a Sunday. All 5 weekends include both days. So that is actually really huge. So I think it's going to be May, and that's a good lead into CTWC. So we're looking for $250 more into that prize pool to get us up to 800. That will unlock another 300. Elias starting to spire there with those O's, so he's got to work around that. Just try to be very careful and keep that right side unblocked, and then try not to lose any burns. And yeah, very, very well done here for Elias. And yeah, stays open and playing until that bar comes, gets to Tetris. 317. 309 for Leo. That's a very, Spire's pretty tough here in DAS because you just don't have the maneuverability that you do with other play styles, and you can leave yourself in a situation where you just don't have any burns. So you got to be very, very delicate. And it's almost like, it's almost like playing a center well, because you've divided your board into 2 sections that you have to, kind of deal with at the same time. So yeah, very well done for Elias. Got to get that tuck over on the right side. That can be pretty dicey, especially if you have to bring another piece back over to the right. 413 for Elias, 361 for Leo in this game 2. Players crossing the 100 line mark. Level 19 will kick in at 130 lines, and Elias kind of in a situation, and yes, gets the S over. And Elias doing a great job bringing this down. 426 for him. Leo, 393. Elias opens at right side again and gets a bar down for the Tetris. 450. So a couple of good survival sequences for Elias. 473 for him. 417 Leo. All right, Leo, good move here to get Tetris ready. Long bar in Tetris for Leo, 441. They're one line apart. Elias ahead by 55,000. That's 2.5 Tetrises or so. And now Elias 1 burn away from 19. Speed will increase 50%. The value of line clears will start creeping up. Leo is in, 451. Elias is in. All right, that square gets over. Elias now having to, he's got 3 rows over that 6 high well. And he's getting it done. Pretty nifty here for Elias to stay alive. 534. Leo, 485. So still about, when the lines are tied, still about that 50,000 point lead or so. Leo good and flat, and Tetrising 539. Skimming a Tetris for Leo, 568. Starting to close the gap a little bit. Oh, the 5 below for Leo and the Tetris 598. That's sick to be able to do that on 19, that high up on the board. At least sick to me. You guys are probably like, yeah, that's normal, whatever. I do that with Das every day, but not me. All right, Leo had to put that piece all the way to the left side in order to keep that left built out. That's kind of what Das forces you to do. And Tetris for Leo, 666. There's one for Elias. We are neck and neck score-wise. Leo 3 lines ahead. The tuck and the Tetris for Elias. Wise Trail says, "Da heck is a skibida Tetris?" I don't know what you mean. What do you mean? All right, Elias going to put that bar all the way to the left. But he had a square there. But anyway, yeah, I'm not sure. We'll see if he's going to survive this. So this is tough. This is so tough. Oh, and he gets the S over. Oh, a beautiful J. It's getting Spirey, knocks it down. 720. Leo in the lead now, but he is blocked. Great decisions here from Leo. He blocks again, though. Long bar over, split triple for Leo, 780. Elias, 757. And this is going to come right down to the wire. 15 lines to go until level 29 kills their games. And Elias doing everything he can to try and keep that right side open. And he doesn't want to lose too much pace. He uncovers again, and now it's just up to whether the bars will come. And there's only so much you can do, and if the bars don't come... All right, there's a Tetris for Elias. He's at 809. He's set up again. Leo gonna get one at 863. There's one for Elias. And they're kind of Das tapping on 29. We'll see if Elias can get anything. And yeah, that 15 to the left is gonna kill it. That is not sod. So that 15 getting that square to the left is not sod. So it was going to be a top out anyway. And an end, what an ending to that game too. Leo is gonna take that one in a banger. Level 30 for Elias. It was a 2-tap on the left. Oh, it was? Oh, all right. Well, yeah, I could be wrong. Okay. Well, you didn't survive it anyway. Thank goodness. The square was a quick tap. Okay, yeah, I didn't notice. I thought that was the 15. All right. Hey. hey. All right. Hey, calm down. All right. As I said, players will go ahead and we'll go ahead and run an ad real quick. So, but yeah, all right. So yeah, Elias said that was a quick tap over on the left side, and then the 15 hertz was the middle of the board. So I'll believe him. So anyway, 1 minute ad. And, you know, listen, we have all the movements on here anyway, so we would be able to figure it out. Like, hey. Is 10 hertz after a quick tap allowed? What do you mean? Like, you Das and then you hit another quick tap? Like a double quick tap? Is that what you're asking? No, only single quick tap is allowed. All right, so we're running the ad now, so I will drop pieces in the chat. Yeah, I thought that 15 was on the left side thing, but on the other hand, you know, like Elias knows what he's doing. So. Yeah, Elias kind of an honorary Canadian, right? Or maybe an actual Canadian. I don't know. We've got him as from Ecuador, but I think he's in Canada. Wow. Oh, look at, there's a seed. 00C0B0. All right, now I got to see. Wait, hold on. I got to see this. Hold on. This is very important. What did you say? Serbia? Is that what this is? I don't know if you guys heard that. That was close. That was the president of Serbia doing a 6-7. And he did the hands. You know, he did the hands. No, he's definitely from Ecuador. He's definitely from Ecuador, but my understanding is that he's in Canada for school, maybe. That's my understanding. I don't know. I don't pry into these players' lives. That was my understanding, though. Yeah, I think so. I think that's what it is. I don't really know all the details. I prefer not to, pry too much. By the way, Ivan, thanks for the tier 1 sub, 3 months. Appreciate that, 21 months. And we do have an active challenge from Ndog. Ndog very much wants us to get to and through our prize pool incentive and target. And so he has said if we get to $800 in the prize pool, he's going to put in another 300, which is very nice. All right, looks like both players are on seed. Let's go ahead and get them started. It's game 3. So what was once a best of 5, now a best of 3 in 3-2-1 Tetris. Have you thought about including the number of taps in the Hertz display? Yeah, I potentially could do that. That's not a bad thought. I'll think about that. So it's game 3. Leo, Elias tied a game apiece. Yeah, both of these individuals, very, very strong DAS players, as you can see. I mean, this was... I'm trying to remember. I feel like these two have met before. And they have. It was twice in DAS Masters. Once in September. That was in the top 8. So kind of a top 8 rematch. Leo took that one on his way to get to the finals. That was 3-1 Leo. Then January of 2025, it was a decider. In the round of 16. And that was a Leo decider, 3-2. Steel says, yeah, Elias does not seem like a 28 seed. It's hard. I mean, DAS quals can have a lot of variance, And all the scores are very close together that there's not a lot of room for them to kind of spread out and separate. So they're just very bunched together between like 1.2 and like mid, 1.0s, Oh, we do have a very, consistent kind of, relatively consistent cutoff, right? Seems to be mid to high 900s. This was a little bit lower. For January, it was 920 with Storm came in. We had a couple of 920s, but it's been consistently around like 950, give or take. you know, give or take a Tetris. $313 for Leo, $234 for Elias. Super Kai says, what I meant earlier was if you placed a piece with a quick tap, then lost DAS, but manually tapped 10 hertz. It seems not like, all right, so all right, you a quick sorry, so you DAS over one, then hit a quick tap, and then tap one more. That's 3 rows basically, but you're usually not like DAS quick tapping one row over. So I guess if you're saying like, I mean, that essentially is a double quick tap though, because, all right, let's say it's you DASed over 3, quick tapped 1, and then tapped it again. I guess. I mean, that's kind of a double quick tap. Like if you had a, you know, a 15 wide board, you'd have many opportunities to do just stuff just like that. But the board is only so wide, you know? $506 for Leo, $448 for Elias. Yes, part of DAS is sometimes double or even triple tapping when you lose DAS. Yeah, definitely in the middle of the board. Once you start fast tapping to the, yeah, it's to the edge, to the extremes of the board, that becomes tapping. I won't say it never happens and is like 1,000,000% disallowed, but don't go too deep into it, all right? We still want to have a tournament. If we have people that are just constantly like, well, we got to push the limits and find out, then I'm just not going to do the tournament because I can't police it. So just play DAS. Just play DAS. The Adam Mountains principle. 618 for Elias, 645 for Leo. But yeah, like I tap in the middle of the board all the time. And I am not a tapper. Yeah, Elias, good placement with that J piece. You know, you think you put it right there in that columns 3 and 4, but took the opportunity to put it all the way over to the left so we could have that left built out. This is the stuff that we mere mortals aren't doing. $717 for Elias, $739 for Leo. Leo uncovers, I mean, Elias uncovers that right side, but wasn't quite ready for a Tetris. So he's building one row up, and he's built, and he's getting it. Tetris, 758 for Elias, 802 for Leo. Yeah, good stacking here for Leo, keeping this flat, keeping it low. Oh, now. Oh, no, Elias going to top out 761. And Leo is good in game number 3. Was there ever any case of cheating in this community? Was there ever any case? So we've been around for 8 years. And yeah, people try to do stuff. People definitely try to do stuff, or they have tried. Mostly with PBs, not so much in competition. In competition, what people have done is like try to enter tournaments twice under 2 different accounts, which is not allowed. So it's not cheating the game itself, but you know, it's against the rules. And I guess it's cheating if you like won a prize or something. But now you can't do that in the top level tournaments because face cam is required. But it definitely happened in the old days. People would, you know, multi-account or try to. Then we get, the thing is, that stuff gets sniffed out. There's enough eyes on it and enough very high IQ and motivated people that a lot of this stuff gets sniffed out. The other thing that people do is they try to cheat PBs, right? Oh, I got a PB that they didn't otherwise get because, you know, the praise from other people, the effect will give them personal efficacy because it's not true, but people feel like that. All right, looks like both players are ready. Game number 4, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Steel says, what does DAS mode even do? Couldn't you just 10 hertz tap all the way through? Yeah, you could, but that's not what we're trying to do. So DAS mode does not enforce Spirit of DAS. It enforces 10 hertz movement. So yeah, simple. This is not, as I say before nearly every stream, this is not a slow tap all the way through tournament. It's a DAS tournament. Toast. And that's what we're looking to achieve. And if people want to play, you know, something else, there are other tournaments that they can play where I'm sure they'll be allowed to 10 hertz tap all the way through. And of course, you know, I do have the discretion to disinvite people from playing in the tournament if they are not able to stay within the boundaries of the Spirit of DAS. So don't get any ideas, you guys. All right, 130 for Elias, 149 for Leo. What's the name of this song? I wonder. The name of this song is not Toast. It is Comfort Food Toast. In like parentheses. Comfort Food. And then the word toast. 288 for Leo, 267 for Elias. I mean, it's mostly kids, so you kind of have to expect all sorts of immature behavior. I mean, I don't think cheating is immature behavior. I think it's like immoral behavior. And I don't think, well, it's kids, so you got to expect them to be devious. I don't think that at all. Yeah, I don't think it's cheating as immaturity. And we are getting up near the top of the board. Leo in trouble. It's close, and that's going to be a top out for Leo. Elias is good. Level 18 top out for Leo. It's going to allow Elias to tie it up and force a deciding game number 5. And yeah, it is decider time. So here come the pieces. All right, there we go. There's some for you. Blah, blah, blah. There's some for you. Blah, blah, blah. So we have not had a lot of movement on this challenge from N-Dog. Said if we got it up to 800, he'd kick in another 300. So we're leaving another 300 on the table. Makes me sad, but that's okay. We'll get through it together. I'll go cry in my pie. All right, let's see. 3B8E29. 3B8E29. All right. Game number 5, decider, Leo versus Elias. The winner moves to the semifinals. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Oh, did he swipe it away? Oh, that's funny. Jungle Cook said, most kids don't have strong morals yet. I gotta think about that. On the one hand, I want to agree because like it's something you have to learn. But on the other hand, I want to say they learn all kinds of new and exciting ways to be corrupt, you know, over time. And so they definitely can get worse. So I don't know. I don't think about that. Travis says the frontal cortex isn't fully developed in teens. That's why they're crazy. Yeah, but I know a lot of, or have known, I guess, a lot of kids who wouldn't dream of like cheating. Like it's not something they would ever do. I mean, it's definitely a choice, you know. It's not like there's automatons. Unless that's your whole theory of human nature, which it's not mine. 106 for Elias, 145 for Leo. Leo 180, 116 for Elias. And yeah, I knew this was going to come down to a decider. Well, I didn't know, but it does not surprise me at all. This is coming down to a decider. Elias with a misdrop here, and you can tell he's reacted viscerally to that misdrop. Kind of put him in immediate danger, but it looks like he's going to be able to build that out and survive. Tetris for Elias, 195. 294 for Leo. About 100,000 point lead. Jungle Cook said this could easily been the finals. It could. Except that we've never had a finals without Dog or Andy in it. So it seems like we, that's gonna happen at some point. At some point, that's gonna happen. Column 3, Tetris, Elias, 253. Starting to cut into that lead a little. But now, I mean, the board a little bit kind of, all right, well, that's going to be another triple. So Leo with that clean board, probably going to get back out to 100,000 point lead. Elias kind of burning some pace away. And yeah, 298 through 97 is not where you want to be. $402 for Leo. There's a Tetris, 424. All right, Elias doing what he's got to do. Skim and a Tetris for Elias, 317. Coming up after this one, speaking of Pixel Andy, we are going to have a Masters match with Pixel Andy and Sidnev. Another blue and purple bracket matchup, but in the Masters event, top 8. All right, Leo into 19, 543. Elias is in at 435. All right, so yeah, Elias, let's put additional weight over that right side well. There's a triple. All right, he opens that right side back up. Going to start to build. There's a good L for the middle. He's set up for a Tetris, 457, but he's fallen a little bit more behind Leo. But Leo's board not in great shape at the moment. Leo this is not a gimme. We'll see what he can do here. 592, 492 for Elias, the double for Elias. And now Leo scrambling. That's going to be a top out for Leo. The chase down target for Elias is 595. 595 is the target. And yeah, he's like 2 Tetrises away, so it'd be like 50-something thousand. So he's 2 and change, really, and he'll get the change just as he starts to build for it if he does. So 564, and yeah, 30,000. Yeah, so now he's within 1 Tetris. He does not have to get it by means of a Tetris. He can just grind it out. It's really all up to him. 594, 560. 595 is that target. Oh, and he's actually set up for a Tetris. I don't think he wants to be, but The game just kind of forced him there. And there's the triple, and that triple will do it. So, yeah, he is good, and now he is free to mulligan it out if he wants to, but why do it? So, Elias with the chase down, and he's going to take this one. 3 games to do. Congratulations, Elias, on that one. Leo, you played amazing as usual. Your shot back in the finals is going to have to wait another couple months. So, Elias, you are a winner. And you stay right there, buddy. Elias. Because we need to show you in this and go, there you are. You are a bracket winner. So congratulations, Elias. What a match between these two. And a chase down at the end, 100,000 point chase down. Not easy. You can see Elias was not 1,000,000% just comfortable. You could see the tension there, but he clutched it out. That's not easy. That is not easy to do. So GG's to you, Elias. You are a bracket winner. You will be representing the blue and purple bracket in the semifinals. And now it is set. Let me just quickly report this. Again, Leo played great as usual, so I'm sure we will see him back in another deep run at some point. And let's show you the brackets. The brackets. There's the brackets. Deciders always make you nervous. Yeah, I mean, it's tough. Chase down decider. That is not easy. So there it is. Seed number 1 will take on seed 28 in the semifinals. And definitely, you know, it could go either way. No question. So congratulations to you, Elias. Quite the path to the semifinal. Seed number 28. Forfeit in round 1. So you got into round 2. Then Matt Martin, Meme, Leo. That's a tough path. That is not an easy path. So GG's to you. So speaking of Andy, yeah, we do have another match coming up. Again, I want to thank everybody for their contributions. We do have 550 in the prize pool. Thank you to Scomando for that. We did have a challenge to get to 800, which would unlock another 300. We didn't get that this time, but thank you, Nate, for the offer. Appreciate that. Hopefully, you know, hopefully we will get there without that. I'll be sad if we don't, but it's okay. I appreciate it, Nate. Thank you so very much. And yeah, we're going to have another match coming up, and it's going to be Sidnev versus Pixelandy. So just give me a few minutes here to get this set up, and I'll need to do something here in the apartment as well. And yeah, and then it will be time. No, I appreciate it, Nate. Thank you. It's very, very kind of you. So thank you so much. I hope we'll get there. All right, folks, I just need a couple minutes here to do a couple things. We've got one of our players here and going. We're just going to wait on our other one, and I just got a few things to do. Be right back. Won't let me run an ad on Twitch, so you're getting this free content. Look at it. Oh, well, Dan V, while I'm here, well, I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Okay, Dan, are you going to, I'm going to screenshot this for you like right now. Ready? Save, preview, screenshot. All right, there's one. And then we got to do DAS, or we have to do DAS Masters. Save, preview, screenshot. Okay, and then we got to do stupid Tetris monthly, right? Save, preview, screenshot. So Dan, those should all be in the video folder where like the folders go in the Dropbox. So those should be there if you're watching, Dan. So they should all three of those screenshots should be what you get. Let me know if you need something else. All right, let's set up Andy. Oh my God, Andy's not here anymore. What the heck? All right, now we got to find. All right, now I gotta look for Andy here. Well, he might come in at 10 past because that's when we normally start. We'll go ahead and remind our players that these are best of 5 matches. First player to 3 wins, winner of their match. Level 18 starts all the way through level 39 super kill screen, score uncapped. Same piece sets re-rolled. If you do experience tech issues, just keep playing. Okay, please do just keep playing. Don't pause. Don't automatically top out. I will sort it out, but just keep playing. Winner gets absolutely something. That's a share in a prize pool, which stands right now at $1,694.69. Get a big contribution from Scott Gray. That's going to put us $305.31 away. 305.31 is what we need to get to $2,000. If you do want to contribute to that prize pool, use that Matcherino command while you're watching live. That'll bring up some links. Click on the one that says CTM Jan. I think that's the one. And it should take you over to the page for this tournament with Matcherino, our prize pool partner. And once you're over there, top right is where you can find the login button. Click on that, and you can log in with your existing Twitch or YouTube or Discord account. So it's so easy. And yeah, anything you can spare, 1, 5, 10, whatever. We have basically this stream and then the final stream to get to the goal, and we would love to hit the goal so we can pay our top 8 players. Thank you to everybody who's contributed so far. Really appreciate that. All right, let's go ahead and try to find Andy now. We've done a couple of things. Is Andy live? Like, even in Discord? Andy. Search for what? From Pixel Andy. And Pixel Andy says do not disturb. So I'm going to disturb him. If I refresh it, he's not there. Oh, he's live. Okay. All right, let's refresh both of these individuals. I know, if this had to be rescheduled because the other player couldn't show up. Yeah, I mean, Sidnev had, in her neighborhood, there was like internet and power outages. So that is totally fine. We're just happy we're able to get both players in the same place at the same time. All right, players, I am going to go ahead and put pieces in the chat. It is time. 0D16CB, 0D16CB, Citizens Band. Yeah, we're used to seeing Pixel Andy on the left side of the screen because he's always in, DAS Masters, and he's always seed number 1. So it's weird to see Andy on the right side of the screen, at least for me. Isn't it? It is weird. Hey, I'm just going to go grab a drink and I'll be right back. Okay, music's a little hot here. Let's turn that down a little bit. When's the last time we finished a tournament in the months it was supposed to be in? We were so close, Jasmine. We were so very close. If not for like some storm over there in the Netherlands, we probably could have done it. It would be finishing like yesterday or something, but we were so close. And we did finish Stupid Tetris Monthly well within January. So, all right, did I put the seeds in the chat? Yeah, seeds in the chat, guys. No pinners, but it's all right. What do we have? Dr. Pepper 0. All right, Caesar in chat 0D16CB. We were so close. All right, looks like both of our players are ready. They're both on seed, so let us get them started. It's Sidnev and Pixel Andy in the top 8. The winner of this moves on to the semifinals. Will be our last semifinalist. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. On the left side of your screen, former CTM Masters event winner Sidnev won it back in August of 2024. This month, seed number 4 in the tournament. In virtue of that, you got to start off in the round of 16 and beat Dan V. Okay, he's kind of an emergency little 5 and below there for Sidnev, but it left that column on the left a little dicey, but she's going to take care of it. Anyway, Sidnev defeated Dan V in the top 16 to get here to this top 8. She qualified into this tournament with a 1.70. Dano 22222 super chatted 2222. Says go Andy go. Thank you, Dano. Really appreciate that. Big huge super chat. Really thank you. 2222 is the name of a route or a route or whatever in Austin, you know, a few miles from where I am. So there you go, doxing. But anyway, 2222, it goes for a while. 121 for Sidnev, 120 for Pixel Andy. Sidnev, as I mentioned, as a former CTM Masters event winner, was ranked number 9 in the most recent Premier poll in January heading into this tournament. You can find the full rankings over at premierpoll.com, Premier with an E at the end. You can also find the link to see all the current poll and the past polls and all that, DAS and otherwise. Use that PP command to bring up the link. Sidnev was the runner-up in our Mega Masters Annual Championship in 2025. Was also the winner of Classic Tetris European Championship in 2025. That is a PAL tournament. Won the Austria Regional back-to-back years, 24 and 25. And oh yeah, that CTEC, that Classic Tetris European Championship, she won that also in 21 and 22. Sidnev also a 5-time CTWC gold bracket player, 20 through 24. She was a runner-up in 23. Tetris for Sidnev, 304. Andy at 288. Sidnev is also featured in that Game Scout video about the perfect max out and has achieved a perfect max out under, there's different ways you can define the perfect max out, but Sidnev has got one and it's featured in that video. So I encourage you all to watch that. Oh, also a Futures circuit winner. I forgot about that. Futures in February of 2021 beat Mielchuk. Now it just says win-loss. Was that a forfeit? Did someone forfeit the finals? Did Sidnev just got to be the winner? Is that what happened? Oh, that would be great. 427 for Sidnev, 387 for Pixel 80, because it just says win or loss. Maybe it's from those lost eras, so it's probably not a forfeit. I think there's kind of some lost matches that we don't know the full results of, but we know, well, we don't know the score, but we know the full results. 433 for Sidnev, 398 for Pixel Andy. Sidnev clean but high. And yeah, going through a bit of a drought. That S to the left, not going to get all the way over, but she's going to get the bar and bring this down. And another bar, and Sidnev back down to safety, just needs to do some cleaning. 482 for Sidnev, 405 for Andy. And on the right side, it is Andy, seed number 5 from the U.S., PB of 11.9 million, ranked number 4 in that premier poll, and he is a 5-time Masters winner. He's also an 8-time Dasters winner, including our Mega Dasters Championship in 2025. That was in October and November, and he's in the finals of our DAS tournament, or in the semifinals of our DAS tournament again. He was the only player ever to win a Masters and a DAS Masters in the same month. $539 for Sidnev. Long bar over at Tetris. He's on level 19. Tetris for Pixel Andy into 19. And have low transition 485, at least low by Masters standards. If I got a 485 transition, I'd be like, oh my God, I'm so nervous. But anyway, Pixel Andy, the winner of the one-day DAS tournament that happened, and the 12-day, which is a one-day level 12 tournament. Won that Mega Dasters, as I mentioned, won the Jonas Cup. So a lot of DAS accomplishments, while Pixel Andy was kind of out of open competition, but he came back mid-2025 as a knuckle roller, kind of a variant on the rolling technique, where instead of the finger pads, it's the knuckles that are making contact with the bottom or side of the controller. And Dirty Tetris for Sidnev, 745. Pixel Andy is a 6-time CTWC Gold Bracket player, was the runner-up in 2020, and has also 2 top 4 finishes. He's won multiple years of CTL, and is one of the game crashers, one of the original 8 game crashers. 678 for Pixel Andy. Now 707 after Tetris. 783 Sidnev. Super Kai says, guys, do you have any tips for adjustments? I often see quite a few, but I feel I don't have enough time to execute them. Yeah, I mean, the canonical adjustment guide video is done by Tristop. You're on YouTube right now chatting. You could literally just go type Tristop adjustment Tetris and you will find it. It's like the most comprehensive guide on YouTube anyway. So I think you should start there. 807 for Pixel Andy, 884 for Sidnev. Sidnev setting up column 8 is clean and waiting. Not going to take the burns, but finally, just taking singles here. So she is, pacing as she usually does. And another column 8 and another column 8. Column 10 Tetris for Pixel Andy. He's at 917. There's another one, 950. Sidnev, another Tetris, max out into 28. Pixel Andy, 1 away from the max. He's on 28 now. Another one, Sidnev. You can get 2 more. You took the 1 burn. There's another Tetris BO3. She's got the 1.1. And Sidnev into 29 at BO5. Pixel Andy's in at A57. The B is the 1.1. The A is the 1 million. Tetris for Pixel Andy. Created a gap there, so he's going to have to clean that, and fixed a long bar column 1 with an immediate 1 over. And yeah, kind of hanging that bar again. Column 1, so he's going to have to fix, really dial in those 5 taps. And that left side for Andy, not fixable. He is going to top out B37. If he had gotten the bar over to the left side, if he had gotten a bar to fix, might still be playing, but didn't come. And game 1 goes to Sidnev. Backart says, are they playing on real consoles or emulator? These two in particular are playing on analog consoles, whether it's original NES or a clone. Some people do take part via emulator, but the vast majority of players and the players who have the most success are the ones who play on analog consoles, particularly for NES Tetris. The timings count a lot because some moves just have like a 1 frame window depending, or a very narrow window, and it's just, you know, you'd have to adapt back if you played on emulator. And I get you can adapt to it, you can definitely adapt to it, but players find that they have more success if they're on console. Plus, if you can play at that level, at a very high level, you're going to want to play in the World Championships, and that takes place on consoles. So having to switch back and forth between like, oh, emulator at home and console live event, not ideal. And yeah, Sidnev mullening it out. There's a Tetris F06. She could get 2 more. Now just, yeah, she can still get 2 more Tetrises, but now can only get the 1. So the rollover, not going to happen, but the 1.5, level 39 is good. So player's going to give you new pieces. What was the score that you needed to get? What was Andy's top out score? It was back on level 30. It was like way long ago. I don't remember the exact score he topped out, but it was like on level 30, B37. Yeah, there it was. Yeah, around there. Unless you're asking something. No, it's okay. You probably didn't know. If you don't know, the best thing to do is play it out. Did I put the pieces in? Yeah, the pieces are there. Okay. Oh, I see. You saw him playing and kept going. No worries. Yeah, I think he was just warming up in between. I don't know why I don't think Sidnev listens to comp, so I don't know why I'm like replying. So all right, 50 BF5E, 50 BF5E. Andy trying to lock that controller in. Thanks, Barrett, for the pin. Appreciate that. Andy is like, bro, my controller. Yeah, I mean, I don't have. Can we just, you know, let me just figure this out. I don't know how to. I don't know how to find that out at this moment. All right, looks like both players are ready. 5-0. We have a seed mismatch, y'all. 50. Andy, your seed is wrong. Seed is wrong, Andy. You just got seed checked, Andy. Let's see. Settings. I guess it's settings. Oh crap, I just like right clicked on it. I don't, they keep moving things around, so I don't know how to see who's not in, but all right, looks like both players are ready. 50 BF5E, let's go. Game number 2, 3-2-1 Tetris. If there's a mod in chat who could, like, I thought I knew where to find that, but it's like not where I thought it would be. Yeah, thanks, Travis. All right, it is game 2. Sidnev up 1-0. I don't think that's the account, Travis, but I'm not sure. But just leave it for now. Leave it for now. We'll get it sorted. It's just leave it for now. See if there's another one. No, can we just, let's just leave that. Don't worry about it, guys. They're all good. $135 for Sidnev, 130 for Pixel Andy. All right, Andy filling in. Tetris for Andy, 222, 229 for Sidnev. Hey everybody, it's your old pal Van Dweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly, and I'm asking you to do me a favor. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell. And follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthlytetris. Thank you, and have a nice day. We ran the alternate version of that today. 302 for Sidnev, 337 Pixel Andy. That was the other take that we don't use all the time. All right, 348 Sidnev, 361 Pixel Andy. Remember, players, if you do run into any technical issues like with stream or camera or OBS, just keep playing. Just keep playing. All right. That hasn't happened yet, but just in case, just keep playing. 414 for Pixel Andy. A little adjustment there for Andy. He's set up now. Yeah, Travis. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Travis. you can whisper stuff to me if you want. For moderator actions. How about that? All right. 478 for Pixel Andy. Yeah, you can whisper me about any channel business. Discord is better because I don't really look at the ones on on Twitch at all, but Discord is better. 524 for Pixel Andy, 509 for Sidnev. Thank you, Adam Irish. And Sidnev 558. Yeah, what's my first pet's name in the street he grew up on? Yeah, that's a good question. $610 Sidnev, 600 for Pixel Andy. Tetris Sidnev 705, 647, Pixel Andy. We're on level 23, about to hit level 24. Tetris is here worth 30,000. So Sidnev ahead by about 60,000. 2 Tetrises ahead when the lines are close. I don't know what you mean. Can you do a key tuck with an S or Z? I don't know what do you mean? Like, just what are the names of it? I mean, you can tuck an S or a Z horizontally. Yeah, you don't often see that flat L tuck very often on the left side of the screen because the boards are oriented, toward a right well. B09 for Sidnev. Longbar goes in for a triple, so she's got to knock this down. She's a B18. A99 for Pixel Andy. So Sidnev ahead by, less than a Tetris. Tetris is here worth 38,400 on 31. Tetris, Sidnev, C19, 100,000 point lead. 8 lines ahead. Andy gets a Tetris, B54. All right, Sidnev having to work around that L piece. She's doing it. And that's going to be a top out for Pixelandi, CO3. So Sidnev is good in game number 2 and goes up 2 games to none. Yeah, somebody get Pixelandi on padless. He's like constantly having to adjust his poor controller. You can share it with Dog and say, oh well, it's just like your capture cards. Yeah, if y'all need a moment, you can take a moment. It's fine. What if bro injured his knuckles as well? And then he'll come back a year with, I guess, ankle rolling somehow? Or maybe he'll be the first, like, unironic tooth roller, like Matt Martin teeth rolling. I think if like people started tooth rolling, I think I'm done. I think I'd quit. 0B49BB 0B49BB. Yeah, if teeth rolling became a thing, I would quit. What the freak is tooth rolling? It's like knuckle rolling, but your teeth. And then people would be like, oh, well, then I have to answer questions like, can I wear like a rubber mold over my teeth to protect my teeth? Can I use my tongue to for the deep? Like I'm quitting. I'm quitting. Is like, yeah, is the tongue like an extra finger or what is it? Yeah, why is he biting the controller? All right, well, Andy having controller trouble, so we'll just give him a minute. N-Dog says, oh, pop over to the YouTube channel. I missed that. Sorry. The YouTube chat gets swamped in that. So pop over to the YouTube channel and drop a like on the stream. Laurie and I are going to do 5 Twitch and 5 YouTube subs for a certain number of likes. All right, 0B49BB. So yeah, head over to YouTube and like it. What's the target? Thank you, N-Dog and Laurie. Appreciate that. Looks like both players are ready. Game number 3. Sidnev 2, Andy 0. Yeah, the sometimes the YouTube chat gets swamped by the Twitch chat. Oh, Harsh Ices had a super chat. Oh no, a sticker. I missed that. It was like 20 minutes ago. So sorry about that, Harsh Ices. It was a white unicorn with rainbow hair. Thank you, Harsh Ices. Appreciate that. Now I want to go look at it and see. It was a white unicorn with rainbow hair. It was that indeed. So yeah, we need to get to 30 likes to unlock the incentive from Ndog and Lori. It is 30. Is that what it is? 30 likes? Still 5 left. It's got 33 likes, and Lori has gifted 5 subs. The Vits for Sidnev, 115. Thank you, Lori, for gifting the 5 subs to the channel. Appreciate that, Lori. Not sure why they're not showing up. Maybe something's up with the stream, with the thing, but I think that's why I'm not seeing them, because something's up with Streamlabs alerts. Oh, there they are. Yeah, YouTube's. I might have to reconnect YouTube. I think that's part of the issue. So thank you, Lori. Those went to Marcus, John, Maddie, Phonetic Fanatic, and Steven. So thank you, Lori. Really appreciate that. And then the ones from Ndog. There's a dirty Tetris from Sidnev. You see a dirty Tetris that high, it really can only be Sidnev. Ndog gifted. It went to Tetris, Alex T, Rubik's QB, I, Rain, Wolf, Boom, and Natasha H. So thank you, Ndog and Laurie. Really appreciate that. I missed the Adam Irish tier 1 sub as well. And Marvino with the sub 21 minutes ago. I think there's something going on with Streamlabs alerts. It's like, seems spotty. Or maybe those showed up. I guess I didn't see them. I'm a mess. An Upper Decker, says Barrett. Barrett, you love Upper Decker. It's a real shame. Such an innocent term like Upper Decker corrupted by filth. 268 for Sidnev, 351 for Pixel Andy. YouTube was having weird stream issues early when I started. Okay. Yeah, thank you so much, Laurie and Ndog, again. It's very kind of you. And yeah, continue to like the stream. Why not? Maybe because you don't like it. That's a good reason. If you don't like it, then dislike it. Is there a down arrow button anymore? There's still a thumbs down button, right? 440, then hit that. I'm okay with it. 443 for Pixel Andy. 344 Sidnev. It was a very high decker. For sure. 367 Sidnev, 513 Pixel Andy. So Sidnev back by about 123,000 points. Pixel Andy pushing down. There's a dirty for Andy. So maybe Andy with the DAS here on 18. Quite possibly, if we see a lot of pushdown points, that would seem to indicate DAS maybe is having trouble with rolling. We'll see. But Andy out to 100,000 point lead. A skim and a Tetris for Pixel Andy. He's at 610. Andy is into 19 at 658. Tetris 682 for Andy, 556 Sidnev. And yeah, now he's rolling. I think could be tapping. You don't know. I can go look. 630 for Sidnev, 761 Pixel Andy. Yeah, he's rolling. Tetris Sidnev 735, 845 for Andy. Mr. Brain says, Vandy, what is a skim and a Tetris? Yeah, that's when you have a Tetris well going and you skim a line or two off the top of it right before you get the Tetris. So it's a skim and then a Tetris. $823 for Sidnev, $933 for Pixel Andy, and he's still out, 80 to 100,000 points. Chevron said it's like a skibbity Tetris. Yeah, it's very similar to that. Pseudo Canard says a skim and a Tetris is slang for skibbity Tetris. That's right. Andy with the max out and more. He's at A67. He's on 26. Now he's got the 1.1 on 26. Skibbity died like a super long time ago. No, says Steel. Yeah, I believe it did. I would not be the one to ask, but I think when I start seeing Skibbity toilet merch at my local grocery store, like in the toy aisle, it's over. But I guess that's not true because you see Pokemon stuff, and Pokemon is like, has always been very popular and current and whatever, so. But because it has a whole cast of delightful characters. Like nobody, really. Skibbity Tetris is just gross. Or Skibbity Toilet. Skibbity Tetris is great. D24 for Pixel Andy, C21 for Sidnev. A skim and a Tetris for Sidnev, C64, Andy at D33. And you can see he's really piling high on the right when he gets the opportunity. All right, chunking it down. D31 for Sidnev. She is catching up. Andy just not able to put a lot of pace together here at post 29. And Sidnev now board climbing. She's ahead by like a little bit, but Andy gonna surpass her right there. So Andy able to do just enough to eke out game number 3. So we are 2 games to 1. So Andy with the survival. Very, very clutch. Steele says, did Andy unchop himself? We'll see. It was pretty. He got a D92 so through 35. So you're not gonna be like, oh, that was a whole scuffed game, but it was a grind. It was a grind. All right, Andy's still trying to work out his controller problems. Lori says, my cat has just decided to whip all the Kleenexes out of the box in 20 seconds flat. What a jerk. Cats are real jerks. Wallband says W timeouts. Yeah, we gotta maybe have official timeouts, right? Should we have official timeouts? Like you get one timeout per match or something? A 30-second and a 90-second timeout? All right, looks like both players are ready. 4-6-3 C7-2. Both players ready. Game number 4, Sidnev and Andy. 3-2-1 Tetris. Has anyone used Padless and Masters yet? I don't think so, but I wouldn't be surprised. But I don't think so. You love both your jerks. Yeah, I mean, cats can be like super jerks, but they are lovely as well. $47,000 Pixel Andy, $47,000 Sidnev. We get underway here in game number 4. All right, we're gonna finally kill 6-7 for our September events. It's still January, it's January 32nd, but for our September events, there'll be no 6-7 references and no skibbity references. Now, I will say skim and a Tetris because that's like, I have to say that's describing what's happening, and if there is a legitimate 67 lines or the score has 67 in it, I'll have to say that. But no references, no little knowing references to it, okay? For those February tournaments. We'll see if I can get through it. Yeah, we'll try to do no more than 6 or 7 references to it in February events. Well, Doogie, you're gonna have to carry the whole thing in the chat. I will adhere to it. Chat, you do not have to adhere to it, but and we already don't do the other funny numbers really, because I think they're so stupid. But Tetris for Sidnev, 245, 228 for Pixel Andy. As much as I can't stand the trend, I think you're giving me donation goal ideas. And yeah, I mean, if you had a donation goal, if there was a goal to get $67, then I would have to say it out loud because that's just the facts of the case. But that's just what's happening. Tetris Sidnev 336, 281, Pixel Andy. Yeah, what is Andy RNG? What is that? I've heard of fractal RNG. Andy gets the worst RNG out of top players. Is that what it is? But what is Andy RNG? Oh, not in DAS. Oh, like so. Andy RNG is like fractal RNG, but in DAS. But doesn't fractal get good RNG in DAS as well? 409 for Sidnev, 363 Pixel Andy. By the way, our prize pool has been stuck at 1694.69 for a while. So if anybody wants to try and, get it started, you know, chip in $1 or $5 just to get some momentum. I'm sure the players would love it. I think we're in good shape though. Oh, nice stand up there for Sidnev and the T-spin and another Tetris, 478 for Sidnev. Nobody wants to touch that perfect number. Well, somebody, I mean, I think if Tom J were here, Tom J likes to undo all the filthy numbers. So if Tom J were here, I'm sure he would undo it. Tetris Andy 487, 570 for Sidnev. Andy 511 into 19. Yeah, Zempro, you're saying the quiet part out loud. Tetris for Andy 585. Thin Raft with the prime sub, 11 months. Yep, Bear, hello. Thank you, Thin Raft. Oh, you've said this out loud many times. Oh, all right. Well, you're saying the loud part fairly quietly is what I meant to say. 698 for Sidnev. 616 for Pixel Andy. So Andy back by about 100,000. Or maybe 80,000 and ahead by 11. I don't think I've ever shortened the word thousand in this stream. Zempro with the $1.17 contribution gets us up to 1695.86. Thank you, Zempro. Tetris for Andy 763. Nate with the 72.98. And that was ruined. He was trying to do a 6-7 there. He was trying to do it, and it got ruined by Zempro. Well, Zempro, somebody's got to make it right now. Somebody has to make it right. $8.99 for Sidnev. $8.39 for Pixel Andy. Yeah, somebody's got to fix it. Yeah, Andy here, 846. Seems to be struggling controller-wise. Or just rolling in general. Hard to know exactly. Zempro with the 85-cent contribution gets us up to 1769.69. All right, Andy now 9 lines away from 29. That speed's going to double. And seems to be having trouble. Donate to the prize pool so Andy could buy a new controller. I think you could already do it. Andy is into 29, 882. And Sidnev is in at 1.1, or not even in yet, but just almost in. Dirty Tetris Sidnev, but 29 covered. That's a top out for Sidnev at B83. So Andy with a chase down target. This is like 240,000. But Andy with an opportunity The target is B84. There's a Tetris for Andy, A68. He's less than 120,000 points away. He's set up again, and there's a Tetris for Andy, B19. Basically 2 away. He needs to save this. Shinobi with the 148. So Andy needs to fix this somehow. And he's not going to be able to do it. It was within reach, but he just couldn't pull the trigger on that one. And Sidnev going to take this one 3 games to none. So we have a semi-finalist. And there she is. And the attic. Well, there you go. There she was. There she was. You can mentally picture Sidnev in your mind. All right, so let's go ahead and report this, and we'll watch Andy trying to sort out his controller issues. But Andy, got to get you on padless, I guess. So Sidnev will get in. This is churning here, my browser. Okay. So yeah, let us, we'll show you the bracket, and we've got a completed bracket. So the bracket for the semifinals is ready to go. We'll show you the top 8. Here's Andy trying to replay it. He's like running it back. He's like, I could have done this, right? Sometimes I see, like, once in a while, you know, these players we play in on 29, and I'll see, like, once in a while I will see a move that I might actually be slightly better than the one move that he did, and then you get this like little pride, like, oh, I am better. Meanwhile, you know, guys placing like 600 pieces a minute, and I find one that I might maybe have placed differently when I don't have to play, and I'm like, oh, I'm so much better than Andy. Do you ever do that? I do that every once in a while. Like, oh, Andy's not so good. He didn't see what I saw, you know, and I get one. Like, I'm so much better because one piece out of the 7,000 pieces he's placing correctly. Yeah, that's me. That's what I do. All right, well, Pixel Andy, you could have done it, but you didn't do it. So GG's to you. And we're going to show you the top 8. So we've got a full picture. Cobra versus Sidnev in the top half, and Scooty and Dog in the bottom half. So up at the top half, we've got a combined 1 Masters event victory. Humility is your best trait. I thought it said humility is the best trait. I was going to say humility is like the worst trait. Cobra and Sidnev, a combined 1 Masters event victory. And down at the bottom, Dog and Blue Scooty have a combined 21. So we've got a real opportunity for, you know, a player to try and catch lightning in a bottle. But either way, it's going to be Cobra with 0, Sidnev with 1. Either of those players getting a shot in the finals, but they're going to have to take on 2 of our heaviest hitters, Blue Scooty and Dog. So, yeah, this is shaping up to be super interesting. And again, GG's Pixel Andy, you did great. Sorry you ran into that controller issue. Controller is very picky thing. If only someone could make a more reliable controller that could then be used in live event championship play and even low stakes regional play If only those controllers could be made and be made legal. It's such a hard problem to take a controller that might already exist and then say, yes, you can use it. Oh my God, impossible. How could we possibly do it? Just allow it. Just allow padless. It's allowed at one live event. Yeah, Wars. Classic Tetris Wars ahead of the curve. That's what I say. CTW over CTWC, right? That's what I say. Yeah, I mean, really, Classic Tetris Wars is allowing it. You know, come on, get with the program. We're gonna keep everybody on like, just why don't we just make that you can't replace the pads because Nintendo didn't make them. You shouldn't allow people to replace the pads. How about that? I mean, come on now. What a ridiculous. Anyway, I kid my friend CTWC. Yeah, no same piece sets either. Yeah, they didn't have that. Don't have the same piece sets. Well, I love CTWC, but I disagree with whatever is causing them to not immediately allow a controller that has the basic form factor of an NES controller and is more reliable and it will soon be available for everybody to play. Like, it's like, I don't get it. It needs to be publicly launched. Well, I don't see why. I don't get that. But if that's all it's taking, then yeah, get this thing launched. Just make it launch. Just put them up for $7,000 and then it's launched. That's true. Cost isn't an issue. Brand new OEM controller is like $100, and Vince wants his hands on one. So because Vince doesn't have one, he's holding it over the entire Tetris community. Vince, come on now. Nobody gets to use one unless I get to use one. No, I'm just kidding, of course. Yeah, listen. I get it. They don't want people coming in with just weird contraptions and things like that, but there used to just be a faithful reproduction clause. I don't know why this doesn't fall under that. Maybe that clause isn't there anymore. But now they've just said, I think they just said the rules, last time I looked, it was like a year ago. It was like, it has to be an OEM controller or a Hyperkin. And I'm like, well, Hyperkin is not a faithful reproduction. It's like different. It's got those corners lopped off. So if you don't say anything, who would know? I mean, they will know because you're going to hear clicking. You can't use classic end controllers either. Like, who cares? It's like if it fits in your hand and it's like more or less a rectangle, and it's got, 2 red buttons and a black cross on it. Who cares? Like, it's basically the same size. It's not like orders of magnitude larger. Just allow it. Well, that's enough for now. It wasn't the red bracket today? All right. Hyperkin are allowed. Well, Hyperkin's a sponsor. Hyperkin is a sponsor. That's why. Padless just needs to sponsor CT. Yeah, that's it. Pay to win. Pay to play. That's it. If they pay us, we'll allow it. I was hoping to have some collab with Padless, but they don't seem to want to do it anymore. I was excited about it. I wanted to lead the way and be like, but they don't seem to want to do it. It's all right. It was a cool idea. I had a very cool idea. They seem to be, they seem to be on board with it and get excited about it, but I haven't heard from them in, God, 6 months. So that's all right. Try to do something cool. It's fine. Nevertheless, it should be allowed. Like, it's obviously an NES controller. Changing tires is part of F1 racing, so changing pads should be part of Tetris. Yeah, I agree. Put clicky pads in. Now, what if you could make something that just put clicky pads in the original? Like, that's what you need to do. You need to do this is like, the Opox and Ava putting out like basically the first iPhone. So they're going to have to like get that form factor down so where they can just insert this in an original NES controller shell so nobody will even know. And try to dampen the clicking. It's basically what you got to do. Well, it's going to do it. I don't know why I feel like I'm whatever. Controller inspection being a thing now. How can you do that, though? What are you going to do? Like, open people's controller? They are fine-tuning their screws, and you're going to, like, open up their controllers and mess with the screws and the tuning of the controller by messing with the screws? No way. See, that's where you don't need to do that. Checking for Ritalin. True. Yeah. They're going to start having him pee in a cup. Should they change pads in the middle of a Tetris game? Yeah, you should have like level 18, like pads optimized for level 18. And then you can swap in your level 19 pads and then swap in your level 29 pads. In 5 years there's going to be padless controllers with AI tuning, right? So there'll be like an AI in the thing and it will automatically adjust to like how you're clicking patterns to optimize like the travel of the thing for you. It's going to be nuts. It's going to be nuts. That's what's going to happen within 5 years. AI is going to tune the controller for you. They'll have some weird kind of springy hydraulic-y thing going on in there. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be sick. Even I'll max out. All right, thanks everybody. New followers: Aran Karakarakara, Eric, Twitch Up, Squirrely, Ivan, Marvino, Adam, Wolfboom, Alex T, Natash, Rubik's Cube, B, Iring, Gilded, Thin Raft. Super chats from Dano. We also had a sticker from Harsh Ices. That didn't show up in there for some reason, but thank you. We also had a raid from Tetris Wars. So thank you very much for all your support. And some of those subs came from Ndog and Lori. And those Lori ones didn't show up either in this. So I think I have to reconnect YouTube to Streamlabs for some reason. So I'll try to get that sorted. But thank you very much for your support. Prize pool. We got, prize pool. I missed some prize pool shenanigans. We got up to 1771. Guys, it's America's birthday, 1776. We need to get to 1776. We need to have an America tournament only. But anyway, yeah, Nate, Zempro, Shinobi. Thank you for your contributions to the Masters event prize pool. And then we had Das Masters contributions as well. Scamando with 50 and K9 with 100, or was that before? No, that was today. That wasn't today. That was before. But thank you anyway. Appreciate it. Patreon, you can go over there if you want to support the channel. Thanks, Scott Gray, J, K9 Tacky, Madelsberger, Nate, Mr. Brain Corporal, Shelby Jr., Troy and Kim M, Katka, Javanti, Jason, Sunny. Appreciate that. And that is going to do it for me today. Thank you for the 202. Yeah, thank you, Zempro, for the 202. Why can I never log into Matcherino the first time? It's so weird. Buggy website. Is there even an alternative to Matcherino? Like, I don't want this money running through my accounts or anything like that. Tax situation will get nuts, but is there an alternative to Matcherino? Because sometimes this website is buggy as heck. I don't know of one. Maybe somebody does. There's enough people that would know. But I don't know of one. All right, I'm going to do one attempt. That's it. No warm up with my CTWC illegal controller. I'll do one attempt. Okay, this is my attempt. All right, I get one Vandy challenge warm up and then an attempt. Oh, that was a mistake. I meant to get it over one more. It's all right. We're alive. Bring it down. Oof. Oh my God. How do I recover? How do I recover? Yeah. Haven't seen someone type a message like this in actual years. Yeah. Did you do like a me command? Yeah. Nobody does that anymore. That was like an old ICQ thing, right? Isn't the whole DM system on Switch based on like ICQ or whatever it is? IRC. Yeah, IRC. Right. Isn't that the whole Whisper system is based on IRC? It's like 40 years old or something. 30 years old. All right, one more Vandy challenge. I do like these Vandy challenges. It used to be. You don't think so anymore? I think it is, because I do think it is, because I think they wouldn't have migrated over all your old messages. Like, I don't think I think it still is based on, I mean, you could be wrong. You know more than I do. I think it's still based on IRC. Like, I don't remember any of my great... They would have to tell you, oh, all your old messages are going away, right? You know, since I randomized the playlist, I kind of missed this coming up second. This is like my prize pool music when I talk about prize pool and supporting the channel. I might have two different openers for the events. I might have this be the Das Masters opener and keep my original. I think I might do that, actually. I'm going to do that. Greetings, citizens of Tetris. You know, that sounds great. You get that build up and then the posts that you can, you know, get right there. So, like, that's perfect. All right, I'm going to make this a Das Masters theme. And the voltage will be the Masters theme. There we go. Oh, no. I kind of took my attention away for like a split second because, yeah, that's what I do. They still use IRC on OSU. All right. Ah, it's bad. I didn't know what to do with it besides put it there. Crappleberry. Come on. Oh. I just can't get it together. Ugh. It's so hard. Why is Tetris so hard? And yet it's easy. It literally just, you know, stack flat and put the piece where you want to put it. Like, just put it there. Build a 4-high well. Otherwise, stack, you know, kind of flattish, but not perfectly flat. And then keep repeating that. It's easy. This game is too easy, you know, just stop being an idiot. It's so easy. Oh, what's up, Zoltan? What? Come on, dude. You should start tickling the controller, then you can get a 50 million point game. I should. You know, you're making a lot of sense. All right, didn't I say I was only going to do one? I was going to do one Vandy challenge attempt and then a real attempt. That's what I said. It's impossible. You can't just... This game, you can't just go, oh, well, I'm just going to do this. You know, you have to play a million times. Oh, I under... Oh, just terrible. Come on. Brain too slow. I got to do something, you know, eventually I'm just not even going to be cognitively able to do this. So I better get it. Imagine oh my God. Imagine I go my whole life and I don't end up maxing out like, actually that's pretty easy to imagine. It is very easy to imagine. Come on. I only got 17 long bars with my, 18 long bars. That's not enough long bars, even though it's most of any piece. It's not enough. It's literally the largest number of pieces that I got. Oh, my brain hurts. See, that's the problem. Just leaving myself in the lurch too often. Stuff like that. I gotta stop doing that. I just give myself no options. I'm like forcing myself to get lucky. Man. Wait, 898, 920. Wait, why do I have an 898, 920? Oh my God, new PP, guys. That was a new PP by 20. Not really. This is addicting. Whoops. I wanted to fix it, but come on. Can we just get a 900? I'm bargaining now. I think I've gone through all the stages of grief. Denial. What is it? Denial, anger, bargaining, grief, acceptance. What are they? I forget what they all are. Is it 5 stages? I haven't gotten to acceptance yet. I wish that I would. Like, except you are not going to ever max here. Ugh. Can I blame my controller? I'm blaming the controller. All right. I need to do more puzzles. So Mudu says, more puzzles, man. I need to do more everything, really. Crap. Crap. All right. Any more Dr. Pooper? Speaking of which, I gotta get on that Dr. Bum sponsorship, not a scholarship. That would be cool though. Go back to school, courtesy of Dr. Bum. Ugh. Come on. Just complete one Vandy challenge. That's all you gotta do. It's so easy. There you go. Bring it down. Oh, I tried to go for the line spin. I don't know why. I saw it and I just wanted to. I can't help myself. Well, it is fun. I just like level 19, and this is like an excuse to play more. 19. Well, at least you got to 29 for God's sake. Jeez. All right. And second lowest bars too. I feel like sometimes bars are a curse. Some of my best games are like I didn't quite get enough bars, which is kind of dumb. Try to hit that bar spin again. It's a bad habit. I just want it. I like them. One. Two. Now I'm like, see, the thing is, I do that all the time. I just put myself all in, which is insane. You know, you can take a burn, buddy. Oh. Damn. Come on. That was Ghostburn. Oh, that was too. All right. Just one today. I've done this many times. Many times. Many. I'm a little over aggro. I don't know what to do with that one. Nice. Oh, I should have taken that down here. Nice. But I couldn't get that piece over to the left. Nice. No. Well, if you don't get the bar, you can't. What are you gonna do? All right. Well, that's the session PB. Climbing the ladder. We got the 900. I mean, this is stupid. Okay. Yikers. Yikers Island. I genuinely did not know what to do. STM March Vandy Challenge. How would we do that? Because I kind of want to do that. Like how many completions? You get a half hour. How many times can you complete it? Nice. No give. I started writing a poem about the Artiaga brothers. Let it be uttered that art is the start of the name Artiaga. The brothers don't stutter. They make you feel othered while looking unbothered. Half rhyme. You could wait a summer, a year, and another. They'll only get farther and better and smarter. I like that. So here's for a starter. Let's start technique barter and spark a new culture of training much harder. A part could be puzzles. That part could be argued. I'm assuming you're not done. It's okay if you have half rhymes though, because you're writing in English and you're from Finland, so you might not know. Othered, you feel othered while looking unbothered. Learn from our forefathers, foreparents, foremothers, their games, unforgotten, skilled ways to press buttons, mistakes, and their success will pave for our hunger. No stakes paired with custard. We come, I don't get the custard. We come from the gutter. We'll say to the brothers whom may be unbothered. You got some grammar issues there. Who may be unbothered. We play with the thunder. They came to get clubbered. Hey, sorry if unrelated, but how did Andy Sidnev match go? It was 3-1. Andy Sidnev played great. Well, Sidnev played like okay. She had a couple tops and then didn't get to 39 every time. Played well, but not like, oh my God, 2 million pace well. But Andy also had controller issues or rolling issues. So that was part of it too. And there were times when Andy had an opportunity to complete a chase down but couldn't. So I don't think either player were on their A game, but Sidnev was on her B+ game and Andy was on his C- game. So, but yeah, I like the rhythm. I like the rhythm, Hepta. But so yeah, the meter on point into it. So I'm interested to see where it goes. So I encourage this. If you use AI though, I won't read it. You got to do it yourself. And I'll know. Okay. I don't know. I probably won't know. I also like the fact that, you know, it rhymes. Because, hot take, poetry rhymes. See, rage bait. See? See? Great rage bait. Most I do is use rhyme dictionaries. You can use rhyme dictionaries. That's fine. Nothing wrong with that. Rage debate. I put rage debate out there. You try to challenge yourself to keep the scheme going as long as possible. Yeah, I like that. Well, it looks like all right, it's coming up on 5 o'clock, so we'll play for another 3 minutes. 3 minutes worth of starts. Let me do one level 18. Here it is. This is it. Level 18 start. Here it is. Ready? This is it. This is, we're going to get the PB right now. I'm not even hunting for max outs. I just want a PB. I need something to do because today is Fastuary for your old pal Vandy, so I need to do as much as possible to distract myself from you know, being sidetracked in my fasting endeavors. Oh God. Oh no God, they won't survive. How will I live? There's a buko spin right down there. Oh, I tried to hit the buko. I couldn't hit the buko. Oh, that was like canonical buko right there. That was like perfect buko situation. All right, I think I've had 3 starts in the last 30 seconds. You've never hit a buko in a game? Like in a match, or just ever hit one? Like you hit one in practice, or? Oh yeah, it's why you're not in top 8. Yeah, if you can hit bukos, dude, that's it. Tank top is as good as yours. Oh. All right, last start, I think. You can hit it in practice mode. All right, keep it going, Hepta. Just keep it going. You just never see them in the game? Well, probably because you don't stack poorly enough to ever have to do them. It's only when you get yourself into real trouble. No, this is really the last one. I gotta go outside. You've only seen one player set them up intentionally? When did that happen? Like in a match? Way back when? This is my last attempt of the day. All right, there it is. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Thank you. Begging works. Nope. Oh, that was like the worst possible thing I could have done, and that compounds it. That's all right. We're gonna fix it. We're not gonna fix it. Are we gonna fix it? We're going to fix it. Kind of quasi floating Mino there. Oh my god, I just can't seem to get anything into the right column. Skill stop. It's real bad today. It's real bad. Alright, we still are on pace for a 500k plus transition if we can just burn out of this sometime this weekend. Oh, forget it. I'm a mess. Come on. We gotta get some pace back. So we got a 4C issue. That might have been the wrong thing to do. Oh, I overshifted it by accident. And then I meant to reorient it so I would have a dirty or some kind of well there. But, oh boy. I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. Ugh. That's it. Someone named, oh yeah, that would have been E flat. They go by E flat now. All right, it's gonna do it. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Take care. We will see you when? When do we see you next? I don't know. We see you. There's nothing on the schedule. There's nothing on the schedule. So, I don't know. We just have two things to do, two semis and finals. That's all we got left. All right, we'll see you guys when we see you. Take care. Goodbye. Thank you. And have a nice day. And that. And we'll raid Twitch. Raid.